You're welcome back. It is still the AM Weekend Show. My name is Divine Onoha. I am your host for this show, and I'm also here with my amazing co-host, Ogochukwu Osa.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm fine.
I don't know why I'm excited to see you this morning, though. You look beautiful.
Thank you so much. You as well.
How was your week?
It was okay. It was a beautiful week. Nothing different. Just work and so many other things outside work. Yeah.
Happy New Month.
Happy New Month.
How do you feel about Christmas? I don't know. The moment we get to November, it's almost like I ignore the rest of November, and I just feel like we've entered, Christmas season. So I just ignore the rest of November entirely, and I'm just anticipating Christmas.
Some other persons, just feel like the year has come to an end, and maybe they now carry over any other plans they have to the next year. But for me, I think it's another month. I don't think there is anything too different from every other month. If you have things you plan for, go ahead and do them. It's still a new month and you can handle it. So I'm just happy for the new month and I look forward to everything it's bringing. Yeah.
But talking about people who consider it the end of the year already, it just got me thinking. I was talking with my friend some days ago and we just say, oh, more tomorrow in November or everything now, we're now talking about our plans all of a sudden. Divine, what was that thing you said you wanted to achieve this year again? And I was asking her the same question. And for a moment, we were just shouting on the phone. Hey. We're just screaming on the phone, although we're joking, but there was that reality. Because a lot of people think, so many people think New Year is just another year, it's just another month. New month is just another month. December is not necessarily the end of the year, it's just the end of another month. But it doesn't feel that way to me and to some others. But how do you see it?
Okay, I agree that December is end of another year. You cannot have 2025 again. No matter how you want to play it. We continue in January. If it does not happen this December, if I'm not able to round up everything I hope to do this year, we continue in January.
So there's no sense of failure because, when people make their plans, they have targets. And targets comes with a timeline. Yeah. You tell yourself, and most people use the year, from January to December. This is what I should have achieved. So if you're approaching December now and you're trying to tick your boxes and you're realizing that some things are not ticking, and then you have just a few days, you're saying that they shouldn't have that sense of failure.
No, I mean, you've achieved every
there's timeline now.
No, I understand the place of timeline. It makes you, focus on your goal to achieve them, right? Very fantastic. But there are some certain things that would happen within the year which is beyond your control, which might have made you lag in those goals that you have in mind. So I don't think you should have any sense of failure, especially when you've been able to achieve some other things, right? Genuinely.
What about people that did not achieve?
If that's now a fault, it's your problem. What were you doing throughout the whole year that you were not able to achieve a few goals, right? And except it's something that is beyond your control. But if it's not beyond your control, maybe you are procrastinating, you were pushing it over. Okay, I couldn't do it this week. Let's do it next week. And before you know it, the year is already rounding up. It is your fault. It's nobody's fault, right? So blame yourself. But if it's something beyond your control, maybe something happened that you have to, shift your attention towards another thing. I mean, accept it and move on, fix it, and get on with achieving your goals. Definitely.
I agree with you. Talking about goals, I personally think that people should over plan. I think that people should what's it called now? Set your goals little beyond what you think you can achieve. So that if you have like 10 goals, you'll be sure that you're taking maybe 5 or 6, so that at the end of the year, you will not feel like a failure. That's just a tip for next year, in case you already feel like a failure right now. But as Ogochukwu has said, you don't have to feel like a failure. It's just it's true that the year is coming to an end, but it is just another month coming to an end. So you might as well just push it to the next month. But now, away from setting goals and, the year and all of that, I don't think I'm going to rest if I don't ask you about this.
Okay.
So we've been seeing a lot on social media with regards to body image. People go out there and work on their bodies now. And, there's been a conversation around it, especially with the likes of Uche Obodo, who recently did hers. Etinosa also did hers. And then they made a video and posted all over the place. So there's been this conversation about whether it's right to do your body, to adjust those areas in your body you don't feel comfortable with, whether it is okay to do it, or if The problem is actually doing it and then posting it online. So there are people who are condemning doing it entirely, and then there are people saying that doing it is not necessarily the problem, but posting it online is the problem. What would your stand be on that?
This is a little bit tricky, but for me, if you make sure you're uncomfortable, you're not doing it for any other person, but for yourself. When you look at yourself, you're not comfortable with this part of you, and it's not as a result of pressure or because you're seeing every other person doing it. I've seen people that do cosmetic surgery because to a large extent it has something to do with their health, right? If it's in that situation, I think you can go ahead and do it.
This one is not health.
But even if it's not health related,
Okay.
but you're not comfortable with the way you look to an extent, I think if you want to do it, do it. But where I have issues is there are situations where when you meet a doctor, you talk to the doctor, they give you a range of what you can do. Then you see people doing extreme. I've seen people remove some part of their ribs because they want to have a very curvy body, right? Those ones, I don't think is necessary. Why are you doing it? But if you listen to your doctor and follow your doctor's instruction, I think it's okay. There are people that you see that will do it. You wouldn't even know they did something because they did it within the range they are supposed to do, right? Then posting it online is another thing. Some people want to be open with their journey. They don't want to come from nowhere. You knowing them that they had some, their body structure before, and at some point you see them change completely. They feel like they have a community that they hold them accountable
to.
So they want to talk to them. I don't think it's a bad thing if you want to, but you have to understand that there will be backlash. There will people, once you bring anything on social media, people have their opinion, and you cannot control people's opinion. So you have to have that mind already built to handle anything that comes from it at the end of the day. So at the end of the day, I think it's a personal choice. If you want to do, if you want to post online, it is your personal choice.
Okay, now when we're talking about posting online now, people's attention are mostly focused on pressure. The fact that you go on social media and you see a lot of things that put you under pressure, especially as a lady. Once you get online, you see this, you see that. So you are constantly reminded that you're not good enough. As you're looking at those people you call your public figures, your stars, your role models, they are a constant reminder of your own insecurities. And before you know it, there's pressure to go and either do yours, or of course, if you can't do yours, you start sulking. You just sit somewhere feeling like you're not beautiful, and then you start to sulk. So there's that issue. Now, but to defend that a little, someone might bring the case of Bibi Naija. When Bibi Naija came out, even till now, anytime Bibi Naija is about to start, you see backlashes. Why are people on TV all day doing nonsense, and people are watching, and then me, including me, I'm one of those people that will say it is TV. You get the choice to turn on your TV screen, put whatever channel you want to watch, and all that. They are not forcing you to sit down and leave your work and every other thing and watch them. In as much as I don't endorse certain things, I'm not also going to say that it is supposed to be a problem. So there is that. So if we're talking about this body image thing and posting and the way it affects people, we liken it to Bibi Naija in that sense. You have a choice to take what is there or not. Or should we hammer on celebrities not putting people under pressure?
This last line of celebrities putting people under pressure, if you've not grown to understand yourself, you're going to be put under pressure. It's not only celebrities. You will meet classmates, your schoolmates. We randomly, I don't know if you had that experience in school, but there are situations where you come, it feels like there are some elites in the class. These people, their wigs are different. You see somebody, they wear one wig for one day. You're not going to see that wig on their hair for a very long time, right? You see their clothes is completely different. So you're going to be under pressure because of that, and you leave your schooling or your education to want to look like them. There are pressures around you as a human being on earth. There will always be pressures around you from classmates, from colleagues at work, there will always be those people that have everything figured out more than you do. So if you don't come to a place where you understand yourself and know that this is where I am at this particular point, and handle yourself the way it is, then build yourself to get to the next level, then you will not understand yourself. You will not even know. You'll be living in the shadow of every other person. So it is your work to come to understanding who you are, knowing where you are at a particular time, and you will not be pressured by anything. For me, if you feel like you're pressured by a celebrity working on their body, and you are now sulking or you hate yourself because a celebrity worked on their body and they are looking maybe completely different and it's something you want to, I'm sorry for you, because you don't know what you came to life to do, right? So it shouldn't. I understand that there is pressure every other place around you as a human being, but it is your job to understand yourself and manage these pressures. I know that your own timeline and those people's timeline are not the same thing.
Are not the same. Okay.
Those people make money with their looks to a large extent. So are you making money with your looks? Are you in the same direction with them? Do you want to become a model tomorrow? Do you want to start acting tomorrow? Just that you like their movies and you want to look like them. So you have to understand yourself and choose your battles, if you ask me. Yeah.
Okay, so we're saying that we should hammer more on people not getting under pressure than on celebrities pressuring people.
Yeah.
But you have a strong point, though, which is the fact that you mentioned so many things around you are bound to put you under pressure. If it's not the celebrities, it's your classmates. Your classmates. I didn't want to guess that.
Your colleagues.
Your colleagues, your age mates, people that you are older than. I mean, they are just precious all around. So yeah, I think I agree with that. I think I agree with that. All right, that's where we're going to wrap up this session. Up next on the AM Weekend Show is our newspaper review. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.